Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you haven't guessed it, we're talking about night vision. More importantly, the mod Armory J-Arm to mini rail. Really cool mount. Makes life, when you're rocking a mount with a mini rail, super easy. Let's put some lights on, come out of the darkness, and I'll show you what I mean. Guys, welcome back to the channel. So, review of the mod Armory J-Arm, and this one is the dovetail to mini rail, specifically designed for the Flir rails you have here. So these are a bit of a tricky kind of thing, because you haven't got a lot of solutions like you have for a traditional J-Arm design for your Nod. So this is where Mod Armory have come in, and they have made this absolutely beautiful arm, precisely machined out of aluminium, aluminum, and I'm going to be honest, it is a perfect fit for the mini rails. So if you're running a Flir Nod like this, or you're running the Breach, the Thermal, or any of the devices that are out there on the market that actually run the mini rail. Now, I do actually like the mini rail design itself. It does afford you a few different options. You can mount your J-arm to your vise, and basically I think it's quite cool because it's kind of like a Picatinny rail, so you can actually move this more forwards or more backwards just to give you a little bit more eye relief. So that can be really useful, especially if your mount or your J-arm isn't quite performing the way you want it to, and you just need that little extra bit of space. This has got you covered. It's really cool. So the device itself is mounted to a Nod here. So this is a Flir unit, and this is the Mod Armory arm. Now, the way this works is you have an adjustment here, which can move all the way around the axes, and adjustment here for fine tuning. But unlike many of the others, this can also adjust just like this, almost 180 degrees. So you have got a huge amount of articulation to enable you to finely adjust this to your mount on your helmet or on your nightcap or skull crusher. So this thing is just infinitely adjustable. And what is really cool, if you've got this mounted to your helmet and you want to stow and flip this device up, you can either have it in the ready position, so pretty much adjusted for your eye, so it can flip down depending on right or left, because you can swing this into the right orientation with very little fuss. But also, a bit like the sort of Pvs14 users, you can push this back towards the helmet and then articulate this back. So not only does it conform to the actual helmet, but you haven't got that overhang that you would traditionally have when the mounted is in the stowed ready position up. So it's quite significant. I mean, don't underestimate this feature. If you're wearing a Nod all night and you've got this sort of dangling over your front of your helmet and you're doing something, but you need to keep it on to stay operationally viable, this is an important factor. Likewise, you can rock it onto the other side, no problem, adjust it down. I mean, this thing is a beast. Like I said, really nice machined aluminium here. Fits super nice on my my wheelcocks. Really nice fit, extremely positive. There is literally zero play in this joint here. On the actual arm itself, you've got some relief cuts here for a bit of weight saving. This part of the actual unit is made out of Delrin, which, if you didn't know, is a super strong nylon. Lots of other different firearms company use them. You've got some more Delrin here. You've got some aluminum screws here which provide the friction. Pretty much out of the box, you don't really need to adjust it. It's firm, but as soon as you put this onto a head-mounted device, that is when it starts to be really nice. I mean, if you're a Flir user and you're using the Flir 172 mount, which is pretty much right angles, it goes up, in and down. I mean, that thing is junk compared to this. I mean, there is a price difference. This is sort of the higher end of the market, but let's be honest, your night vision device is not cheap. And you want to get the best performance, and much like a scope, you need to be looking through the center of this device for your eye to get that crystal clear, distortion-free image. That's what you're looking for. It's exactly the same when you're looking down and you're looking through a magnified scope. You want to be able to get that crystal clear image so that you can see through and be able to move at night with little fuss. You don't want to be worrying about your nod when you're shooting at night, moving through woodland, looking after your land. You don't want to be worried about that. You want this to stay in the right place at the right time and let you get on with your job that you need to do. Likewise, when you move it back up and move it down, it is rock solid. It does not move one bit. And even if it did move, even slightly, say you banged it, you know, you can just quickly adjust it a tiny bit, move it up slightly, and get it exactly where you want. I mean, I couldn't believe it when I received this item. I thought, wow, it's a really simple design. It's really light, small form factor. And also, this is a really cool point. When you've got this mounted, you can leave this on. You can't really do it with the other one. And you can see there it conforms really nicely, so you can pretty much put this straight away. If you're putting it inside an MVG pouch, you can just slide it in. It's not a problem. Putting it like that, and you can see there how adaptable that is. I mean, this is such a great little device. Really impressed by the features, but it's so simple. I mean, it just makes me wonder why other manufacturers haven't adopted this twin articulation. I mean, I've seen some that have a limited range of movements, but this is something else. I mean, Mod Armory have been making some extremely cool components, and certainly for the Flir systems, you know, there aren't too many options that are really good that give you that the viability that you need when you're in the field. So I think this is an awesome unit. I really wanted to share it with you guys. I was really excited to use it. I've been using it for a little while now. It's been solid. It's held up really well. The fit and finish is just, I mean, it's awesome. It really is awesome, and you can just tell, you can see by the sort of the sheen of the metal there. Really nice anodizing. It just seems too perfect. I mean, it's so simple. Literally all you need to do is you slide it on the rail itself, and on one side of this device, just down here, but on the opposite side, this is obviously fitted. Just there you have a teeny tiny locating grub screw. So all you need to do with that is put it in the right spot. The fitment on the rail is very nice and tight. It's really precise. It's just precise. This whole unit is precise if I need to explain it in one word. It might be worthwhile just putting a tiny amount of blue Loctite on that just to make sure it's in the right spot and it doesn't sort of move out with vibration. That's probably advisable, but once you get in the right spot, you can leave this fitted. There's no issues if you need to run this off a helmet and you want to run it off your lanyard, that you could just hold it like this and put it up to your eye. It's just a small form factor and it's so handy. And Mod Armory, keep up the good work, and I'm excited to see any more of your products. But guys, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like the video, please give it a like. We're a new channel, we're a small channel, but we're a growing channel, and I'm trying to make the best videos for you guys so that you can make better choices when you're out in the field, and so you can enjoy the things you do. So yeah, if you enjoyed it, give it a like, and if you want to stay up to date for the latest news and content, hit that subscribe button. And guys, I'll see you on the next video, and look after yourselves. See you later.